Metro Boomin, new mixtape, A Futuristic Summer. This is his third mixtape and his first project in 2025. Still pretty hot after the two collab albums he did with Future, one which I thought was great and the other one which I thought was but I like Metro Boomin. I think he's a great producer and he has made some of the most iconic beats in the trap genre. Going into A Futuristic Summer, I was mainly just hoping that Metro would just produce a sort of a B-side record that didn't really fit into heroes and villains and not all heroes were capes, but songs that are still worth putting out given that it's a mixtape, not an album. But then the mixtape did come out and I looked at the track list. I barely know any of the artists on this thing. That's fine, it's just Metro bringing up some of the contemporary rappers of the Atlanta underground scene. Atlanta is the city of many trap artists I love. Whenever someone asks me what's your favorite city within the genre of trap, it's gonna have to be Atlanta for me. Maybe, just maybe, Metro Boomin can introduce me to a bunch of new artists that have something going for them. All I'm trying to say with this introduction is that I expected a record that's not gonna be album of the year contender, but a record that can be fun and engaging at times. Trap has had a pretty slow year for 2025, so getting someone as good as Metro Boomin, who is one of the best producers in hip-hop, should light a fire under the asses of his collaborators. You know, if this mixtape is just casually bad, I wouldn't sound like I'm off my rocker, but this tape is really bad. Metro Boomin calls this a futuristic summer, and yet this is one of the most dated projects I've heard in a very long time. I don't even know why he called this tape a futuristic summer when the appeal of this tape is Metro attempting to revive that old Atlanta trap scene, that subgenre of trap called futuristic swag, so I guess the title of this album makes sense, but rap has moved way past that sound and this tape is exactly why. This style of rap is so cheesy, and it's cheesy to the point where it's making me physically uncomfortable hearing this. This project has the worst production out of any project I've heard this year. This or the Carter 6. I'm not kidding. Some of the beats on this mixtape are straight up parody. Literally after the Migos spoken word interlude, there is the song I Want It All with horns from a Sesame Street episode, or what it sounds like from a Sesame Street episode. The fucking Lucky Charms ass flute in the beat of Stealing My Swag and It's a Party is the most Nickelodeon shit ever. To have any producer make beats this shitty on an album is bad, but to have beats this shitty consistently throughout the entire album is even worse. And to have Metro Boomin out of all the producers in the game make something like this, I mean, you can't make this up. This project has the worst Metro beats I've ever heard. It's cheesy, like I've said before, and the only thing going for these instrumentals is nostalgia. I did not enjoy anything on the production end of this album. Some of the songs are better than others, but I don't think it matters too much when we get to my second criticism for this project, the features. I like seeing Metro Boomin work with a lot of artists. My main critique as to how heroes and villains could have been better is if he just gotten more people on it other than his go-to artists he works with, Lil Baby, Future, Young Thug, the list goes on. And this tape right here is making me regret ever saying that. This feature list is awful, like genuinely awful. I'm not gonna critique every rapper on this album, not because I'm too lazy, but because there's no point in doing so. For me to individually rank every rapper's performance would be more pain-inducing than me sticking my dick in electrocuted water. Every single rapper, with the exception of your mainstream guys, as well as Waka Flocka Flame, sound like they're a clone of other rappers. Shad the God sounds like a dollar store version of Gunna, Roscoe Dash is just another boogie with the hoodie, and don't even get me started on the amount of Young Thug clones on this thing. I do remember when we used to dismiss Gunna and Lil Baby as Young Thug proteges with little going for them. However, they have had their own respectable career, making hits to the point where I can distinguish their style just fine. Lil Baby to me is a more controlled version of Thug. Gunna is like Thug if he had a more smoother, less out there melodic voice, but it still sounds nice when he's in his bag. It is one thing to take inspiration from an artist, especially someone as unique as Young Thug. It's another to completely rip off their own sound without putting your own spin to it. When Young Thug did show up for a bad feature on Birthday, I legit thought it was just another one of those nobodies trying to sound like Thug. So unless these MFs right here can blow up and prove me otherwise, they're clones to me. Literal bots on the album. These dudes have mediocre pen game at best. They're talking about nothing except playing around with girls. Baby, I'm at you, catch you, snatch you, whatever bank account you want to send them racks to, chase you, lace you, take you. The fuck is this dude on about? We got R. Kelly in the studio ghostwriting this shit. What's next? Raping her after she's not conscious no more? The hooks on this album don't hit at all. Some of the worst examples of just mind-numbing repetition with zero catchiness is the song Stealing All the Swag, Milo Shit, Don't Stop Dancing, and Take Me Through There. And when we do get Lil Baby and Future on this album, they are fucking terrible. Out of all the Future features you could have got, we got one where he's singing. And I'm not a fan of Future's singing. Y'all know that from so many of my previous vids, but damn, his voice is like straining. I'm low-key concerned he's like hurting his throat. Pause. Lil Baby features sound submissive with a little awkward vibe to it. It doesn't seem like he wanted to be on this mixtape either. 21 Savage actually gave a verse on like Kick Out, and it's like him trying to talk to this girl, trying to like reconcile her and all that. I just think he's trying a little too hard. Only one that was semi-decent is Quavo. I mean, he did have that one solid performance on Butterflies, as well as I think Drip BBQ, but none of it matters when you have like 3 other dudes on the track who can't rap. Waka Flocka Flame on Collab was actually great. That's probably the only song I like on this mixtape. I'm not even gonna put this in my rotation because I've heard way better Waka Flocka Flame songs, especially from them Flockavelli days. But you know, it's nice having one track out of 20 songs where the rapper's performance actually complements the beat. Can't say the same for everything else. I mean, how does anyone do well on a beat like overly trimmed with them goofy ass flutes in the back? Yeah, overall, I thought this mixtape has potential to be the worst record of the year. I don't think there's anyone that's gonna dig heavily into this other than people looking for that cheesy early 2000s Atlanta swag in 2025, as if this style rap still has high demand. Argue me all you want and say that this type of music ain't meant for you. This only goes hard when it's banging at the club or at a party. No the fuck not. If I walk into a nightclub and this is the shit they're playing, I'm leaving. I'm not about to listen to the same music SpongeBob does while he's flipping burger patties for Mr. Krabs. In my opinion, if you want to make the best music of your genre, you don't have to be in any particular setting to appreciate it. The tracks are super repetitive, it's too long, sound did not need to be 2 discs. Metro Boomin made this one boom, and the boom I'm talking about is the boom out of a fart. Feeling a 1 on this mixtape. It's just a horrible mixtape. Whatever fun this mixtape is supposed to provide, I'm not seeing any of it here.